This style of mask is one of our traditional masks, and it's called MATIKA. I use a lot of red because a lot of very traditional ceremonial pieces had blood in them. They had blood in the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And my understanding, the way it was shared with me, is that when you put blood in the eyes, nose, and the mouth, you create spiritual doorways so that when the piece is used in ceremony, the spirits can see through your eyes, smell through your nose, and sing and speak through the mouth. And there was a gentleman by the name of Nelson who came through, and when he collected artifacts, what he would do is he would put type location, which would be Alaska-Yukon-Pacific, where my family's from, Alaska. He'd put a serial number on the bottom, and then he also included his name. One of the things that I had to deal with in working with these pieces at the Smithsonian was that I had to wear gloves, not to protect the piece, but to protect me from the arsenic, because the pieces were soaked in arsenic. Then they were then stamped with poison, and I just hope that this brings more awareness to the things that have been done that really have damaged not only the pieces but the spirit of our people.
I try not to give really clear interpretations for people because I think that art is personal, and I think that based on our associations and our individuality, we're going to have different reactions to the images. It's important that sovereignty be recognized, that it be recognized that there are treaties between our governments and the U.S. government, and that those agreements be upheld.
The piece that I submitted for the exhibition is based on a Tlingit bentwood chest, and it's made out of cast glass. It's cast in slabs, water jet cut, and then laminated together to create the form, and then I carve a traditional Tlingit design into the box. I call it Tlingit storage box. My work is all inspired by my family background, and it really is just an homage to the design of the Tlingit designs. It's sort of my way of just being present and showing that we're still here, and we're showing who we are and what we do in very contemporary ways.
Really, it is a sad situation because we still are not federally recognized, and as we fight for recognition, we run into these roadblocks, but it's so plainly obvious that we have these things. We are the first signers of the Point Elliott Treaty. Our chief, you know, my great-great-great-great-grandfather, he knew, everyone, he's so well known, but at the same time we're still not recognized. So we're still here today, and we're still a people that, as we all hear across the board, that we are still here, you know. We're the first people of Seattle.
The parallels that I'm trying to draw with this piece represents the U.S. government's presence in Iraq and the need to democratize people in the name of oil. And so I can see a parallel relating to indigenous peoples in Alaska as well, and the resources that were sought after even early on in the late 1600s and early 1700s with the Russians. After colonization then comes not only the exploitation of resources for the dominant society, but also the exploitation of people. And in this sense, it was the exploitation of people for entertainment and the representation of indigenous peoples without regard to them as being human. It seems to continue, but at different levels today. The importance for me is that people become aware of the stories that have been covered over, or the stories that haven't been shared. And so for me, the story about HIT is not only a story of oppression, but it's a story of our ability to survive.
And that song, One Little, Two Little, Three Little Indians, seems like such a simple children's song, but you think about it, what it was is they'd count up the Indians, forward, there's 10 little Indians, and then they'd count them backward, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because they kill them. we're not the enemy. We're not. We're on your side. We believe in America. That's why Indians have the highest percentages of service members of any ethnic group. We believe in America. We believe in the possibility of it. And it comes through self-expression. I can be who I am while I do what I do. And you can too. That's art. That's America. That's what we really stand for. I can take something like 10 Little Indians and I can say, no, we're not the enemy. Rather than count down or subtract, I can multiply, I can change the song.